See you here. All others, will get their karma accordingly. Amplified. Sure. Angels of love and light, I welcome you in to direct and protect these messages. You know, do your awesome usual thing. If not more, if needed, you know. Alright, so I had a lot of like ups and downs today, and I realized that there were just like energy siphoners. On past. And anyway, that was my day yesterday. And so I'm just trying to get back and at him. And it took me a little while to calibrate, but you know, like those, whatever is a supposed win on the other side is very short-lived. So, you know, I'm just gonna get restarted here. What were we gonna ask? Give me a second. Took a long time for that to thaw out. Okay, let me see if I can get this all straightened out here, okay? Okay, hopefully that works. I think it does! Yeah, so I just figured I'd start on a topic I'm a little curious about. My cream crew. Hopefully it doesn't give anybody like the heebie-jeebies or whatever. Spirit says not to be afraid of going into discovery mode. And sorry, give me a second. Get my chair all situated here. So it's 2:42 in the morning. So we've got the witching hour on a Saturday. Saturday. Welcome to a Saturday. I wanted to ask, because the question just like popped into my mind. And because during my reading, my secret forum reading, which I had like really like just good company, especially with what happened earlier today. And it said that my person can be really, really mean. I was like, I didn't know what to think of that. I didn't like the worst like red flag ever. And I was wondering what that freaking means. Because they're super talented, let me tell you. Magic like I've never... Oh, shoot. Okay, am I not supposed to talk about this one? Give me a second. We'll figure this thing out, okay? Does it work? We're gonna figure this thing out. Okay, maybe I'll just unplug it for a little bit, okay? There we go. Okay, we're gonna just do it like that. Yeah, so the question just popped into my mind. I don't know if they're, you know, I don't know. So, we'll see how this thing goes. Yeah. So who are the Illuminati? And what do they think of me? The header card Archangel Michael gave me was a 7 of Pentacles in reverse. I have not used this deck in like the longest time. Let me get it. Oh, the Navigators Tarot of the Mystic Sea. So I don't know what to expect, but it's definitely a tarot system, and it's kind of like 90s graph, like artwork. I don't know. So it's like, you know, the artwork in like what technology is supposed to be, like even the aesthetic of like using gradient on font and like PowerPoints is, it's very like, that's where it originated. So it's like the 1950s version, or 1950s version of what they thought like the future was going to be like. So like the artistry in it, like in the 90s form of what advancement looks like, is kind of captured within these snapshots. As you can see, I mean, look, come on, look at, so weird, so weird. Here, let's do it upright. So, this is very auspicious, I would say, to have that combined question of like, who are they, and what do they think of me? Like, I know I'm not supposed to be afraid of, you know, like the discovery process. That's what Spirit told me. And Spirit has awoken me to different realms of divinity. So I think all the more validating to approach within this time frame. This is kind of like playing Frisbee together, but just like seeing how far you can throw these pentacles, almost like skipping rocks into the sunset. It's kind of romantic, I would have to say. What else do you want to say about this? Oh, dude, this guy, he's sniffing the rose. What the heck is that all about? He's watching the girl like stretch or whatever, and he has the rose up to his face. What? That's weird. And hers is like on the floor. What? Like she's more focused on the disc throwing. And she's like, oh, fuck it. Let's see how far I can throw. See? Look at that on her foot. It's like, that's crazy. Anyway, it's in reversal. You know what the Seven of Pentacles in reversal is. Okay, we just transitioned from the Tarot of the Spirit. And I think that uses Freemason duo Pamela and something Eakins, if I'm remembering that correctly. And so I just barely discovered that too. So why did we say that? Oh, the Seven of Pentacles there is the garden. Is that really, is it their artwork? Because there's also another, oh, I'm getting it confused with Eudes Picard deck. It's like phonetics that like, I don't know, dude. So anyway, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So that one is labeled garden, which means like in reversal, it's ever abundant harvest, right? This one, I just realized there's verbiage on the top. It's variance. And Seven of Pentacles upright is patience, you know, and waiting for something to grow. But this is still harvesting. So variance, so that is, okay, so this is like kind of patience within changeability within each throw. Now within reversal, what would that mean? I think there's a fixation, like a very concentrated, not just fixation, like it's like a, excuse me, like it's an obsession, but more of like a concentrated focus, okay? Yeah, it's like honed in, abundance. Okay, so this is very focused on, see, look, freaking fly. I caught a monitoring spirit. Anyway, yeah, focused. It's it was weird because I seen that around town during my last reading, and I couldn't find it. Like I couldn't pinpoint it to like smash it. And just what we're talking about, focused, concentrated efforts, like in skipping rocks. Like that was like kind of like a no-brainer for me. I just kind of like watched it, had the intent, and then I was able to do it. That's crazy. So anyway, having that as my header card, holy freaking moly. So who are the Illuminati? I suppose it's not just like having the spotlight on certain things and coming from the darkness. It's there's precision, there's attention to detail and practice associated with that grouping, I would say. I don't know, is it a belief system rather than like a physical grouping? Because, you know, when you talk about like, okay, the spirit of the law, or there's sentience built around organizations. So it's not just the physicality of it, because energy is energy and it's transient. So it would be very short-sighted to look at it within its physical form. It's just like a fraction of it, a fraction of its existing point. So what they think of me also is combined into that. Aw, I think that they appreciate what I have created, laid out thus far. And so I have this like weird life. It's like very strange life. I I don't know what to say. But do they appreciate me? I think so. I mean, that is an abundant card, even if it's within its levels of patience and upright. It's just part of the process of manifestation. So we've gone through the gestation portion of it, and the digestion period of understanding it. So like the full-on comprehension of like tracking my progress basically is like phenomenal, is what they're saying. See, even if I'm not like reciprocating, like showing adoration directly for such a grouping, because like I didn't even do my like research. So I'm just trusting in the divine, which is totally legit. I know that I'll come up with my answers that are just as accurate, if not like astounding. So yeah, even though I'm like the flowers on the floor, it's so legit in the adoration of the desire to practice, to being practical about your inputs, and seeing what comes of it. Like, all in all, we have to take accountability ourselves for whatever it is that we're doing in life. So, I mean, I learned that ultimately in court, having to deal with dissolution. And it's the party's not over yet. And I want to say party instead of potty, but it sounded like potty more than party. So hopefully if I'm due to experience one side of it, the shitty side of it, then I'm bound to experience the effervescent mode of its beauty on the other end. Yeah. So that's what's happening here. What else do we want to say about this one? That's so cool. It's kind of like Avatar with the way its coloring is. You see? So there's sportsmanship here, because there's like in Avatar, the movie, there's like a built-in like what do you call it, creatures, or what do you call it, sentience, built-in feature characteristic of athleticism. And so it's one of their marking features on its like kind. And this is beautiful. You know, like this person is wearing a like a jingle belt. Oh my gosh, let me tell you. Okay, side note. I fixed this sink. Sorry, I didn't get a preview for what I'm showing you. But anyway, I fixed my belts like a little while ago. But then It's the year of the dragon. It's Chinese New Year, and it's the year of the frickin' dragon. So what did I find? I found my dragon bell. I haven't worn it in a while because I was cleaning and fixing and stuff. And anyway, gosh, why are these like random like long hairs? Anyway, I realized that I haven't worn it in a while. Dude, it used to hang lower, and look, it's at my midsection. Like it doesn't go any lower. Anyway, that is my life. Okay, so that's what she's wearing. That's what it reminded me of. That's weird. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. I'm going to have to plug you in because it looks like you've got like 10% battery. Ooh. Foo-foo. Sorry. Where am I going to put this? Oh, I think I know what to do. Excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon. Pardon me. Did I do it? Yay! We're back in Adam. Okay. All right. So, who are the Illuminati, Archangel Michael? What can you divulge to me? That will still be like I'm still in the safe zone. What can I divulge? What can I say about it that is like admirable within its, so like I can kind of reciprocate, because if that's a call out, and you know, I like to be appreciated. I have been struggling to find to just do my fucking job and at least get the appreciation I deserve. Like, I know. So to discover that there's a grouping that does appreciate me, like I'll go ahead and reciprocate back. Duh. You see? Okay, the call out gives room for it. So what can I say that is admirable, like favorable within their within who they are? Well, who that sentience is. Archangel Michael, what do you want to say? What do you want to say? Ooh, it did a little flapjack. So what it opened up to was inversion, which is suspension, which is the, what do you call it? The hangman in reverse. Didn't we just get the hangman recently? Dude, where was it? Anyway, what opened up to it is the Hierophant in reverse and the Three of Cups in reverse. Doops. So what we can say about this Archangel Michael is saying that it brings a sense of awareness that's very untraditional, like kind of like on an Antichrist level, you see? Oh my gosh, for reals, yeah. So this suspension, this inversion that's now in reversal, this is a sense of awareness, like coming out of objectivity. And then so we reach our conclusion after our objective assessments, okay? And looking at that in totality with arms stretched, like, what do you call it? Like spread eagled is, oh my gosh, yeah, spread eagled for sure, like within the Matrix, kind of tribal too. That, what did they say? Okay, I hear you. Okay, I don't know if I can say that, but okay, that's fine. This is kind of like, I wanted to say the dark night of the soul, but I've talked about this before. We've talked about this before, about how like the hangman is kind of like the dark night of the soul in hermit mode, but it's like out in the open where you're being objective in your stance, in like the Eight of Cups atmosphere. Like you're just like taking a little like step away from things out of like the noise, and you're separating yourself, but you're making it known that you're separating yourself. So in a sense, you have like forfeited and foregone, kind of rejected any associations, direct associations with others. And it's not like a personal thing, it's more of like a personal choice. So in doing that, you kind of like, within that like humbling effect of that choice of not like buying into anything. You stand perfectly alone, also within the sacrifice of knowing that you're not going to be accepted by everyone. And that's okay, because that's not the name of the game. This is more about creating structure in perspective, and kind of strengthening that. So it's fortification, like crucifix style, like old school crucifix style. Because from what I remember, in when people were crucified, they were crucified like in reversal. I don't know. There's like an inkling of it, a memory of that. But then they started doing that in upright, because there's more of a chance for, like, it's something about like some sort of like torture in a slow, drawn out process of like suffocation of like, with all your weight, kind of collapsing into your lungs or something like that. So it was more, I would say, like brutal, I think, within its upright form. So this is, old school version of it. So this means massive, I was going to say erection, but insurrection, massive resurrection, like when it's an upright. So this is a massive awakening. So when we're talking about that, especially after coming, this is weird. This is so weird. Okay, I'm talking about the the hangman in reversal, and this is the context of it. However, the visualization is depicted in the next card, which is a Hierophant in reverse, which is even more massive in its appeal, in its context, linking up. So there's a chain link between that and this and this. And so this is further depiction of it. What do we want to say about this? It's intuition, but like it's on a very deep level. Not many are in tune with it, like find it favorable, but that means that they're that much further away from accessibility. Okay, so that's their personal choice, no big deal, whatever. But that's what this the sentience of this grouping is favorable. That's what they're saying is like the most favorable thing. Attached to that is the Three of Cups in reverse, which is abundance in reverse. So because of that like type of outcasting within its stance, like how it's primely positioned, is like not everybody celebrates that energy. And this is kind of like, we've already stated it within the first two cards. Having the Three of Cups in reverse and listing that as abundance in reversal, it's still an abundant card. However, it's more like a Five of Pentacles version, where there's an aspect of scarcity. So not everyone buys into this, which is, it's fine, whatever. And I'm not stating like my particular belief system. I'm just reading the freaking cards, dude. and yeah, I mean, like I'm learning as they go. So what do we want to say about this? So we've already stated what they were conveying in the first two cards, okay? This third card being the Three of Cups in reversal, it's abundant and it's like emphasis. So there's it's being concise and doing with what you have within those first two cards, and the emphasis portion is more like kind of like underlining or placing that statement in bold font. So it's accentuating it for like those that celebrate it, truly celebrate it. They know the spirit of it. And they yeah, that's what's going on with that. What am I supposed to say about that too? Is there anything else that you want to say, Archangel Michael? Like, I didn't come up with this title to like, ooh, what do you call it? what is it? They have a term for it. It's called, it's not spoiler alerts. What do you call it? It's like a certain term where, like, not a catchphrase, but I'm getting closer to it. Okay, let's, it's, what do you call it? It's when, it's not a catchphrase. It's, shit, what is it? I don't know. I forgot. I'm just gonna let it go. Should I let it go? I don't know. It's gonna annoy me. I know. They'll remind me if it's important. Shoot. Dude, it kind of annoys me, but that's okay. I'm gonna let it go. I'm letting it go. Goodbye. Oh yeah, okay. So like a hot topic, you know, but that's not even like the term for it. But that's the context of it. Like, what, you know, when people word, they're like something just to like give it like bait, or what do you call it? It's kind of like that, like baiting. Anyway, that's what that is. I didn't conjure this title up for that. It was just, it's something that just popped into my head, and I was like, oh, I know I shouldn't be afraid of approaching it, so let's, if it's here, let's just go ahead and ask. So yeah, I'm curious. Okay, so anything else that you want to say, Archangel Michael, with regards to what we've laid out here on the sentience of this grouping in its most admirable form? Okay, what do you want to say? There's something like about like rocking the boat a little bit, but we still like, we don't capsize. It's still everything's still afloat, like still, I don't know, that's what they're saying. Okay, that one, whoopsies. And then this one too, the Empress in reverse, the Aeon in reverse, rotation in upright. This is crazy. You have any idea what's right over here? Destiny in reversal. What? I thought this was I thought fortune was the Wheel of Fortune, but destiny, isn't that? What the frick? Oh, you know what? That's the Fool card in reversal. Hold on, let me see what's behind that. The Moon card in reversal. Oh, there are there's intentions for my path. Page of Cups. Oh, see, I knew that they gave me a cheers. Anyway, Empress in reverse, the Aeon in reverse, which is judgment. Okay, so this is what conception, realization, or judgment. And then what's in upright is rotation and fortune. It's part of my destiny. Oh, yeah. So I am supposed to work with organizations that are, it's part of my destiny. Like, it's kind of like topple almost, but it's also like Wheel of Fortune. But that game topple, right? With hybrid with this, and oh my goodness, there's like bodies in there too. Like, it's kind of archaeology within its. Okay, so I had something on my what do you call it, Instagram, and I was like at the beach. I remember in the car, took a snapshot, and I did something like, it was like something two sides of the same coin. Some people forget about like the circumference of it, and so when we look at that, there's kind of like archaeological references embedded within that circumference. So this is talking about our ancestors that are buried, like that are kind of like the most forgotten, but it's the most textured part of a coin, or you know, it's it basically implies the lip of a pentacle. So with that, within its circumference, there's something about it being like abundant on its own. So not just what it represents, but also its fixture of its physicality. So if you're putting like water droplets in it, that the circumference of it is structured to allow for it to be like a cup in itself. So they're trying. Okay, so anyway, about the ancestry, that's basically what kind of support that they give us that's hidden in there. So it's part of my destiny to like link up all of these like puzzle pieces from different time periods, belief systems, etc. It's kind of like the Fool card, like I'm keeping my balance not just on the freaking unicycle, but this like toppling rotational piece right here. And it's again like Wheel of Fortune. And looking at all of that, there's no I'm looking because like I'm trying to remember when like old school what there was in it. Like if you landed on something and you answered correctly or whatever, you would get that piece of pie and you put it in your thing. If it was like a certain physical like winning thing, rather than a dollar amount. And but they had this one where it was like, I think bankrupt or something, where you could lose it all, and there's none here. And so anyway, there's like yoga headstand shit over here, and there's the freaking empress right there, if not the high priestess. Dude, like so alien like, stepping down from there. That's crazy. Stepping onto the rainbow too. Oh my gosh. It's like, even if I step off of this, like my destiny, even if I venture out, like go outside of the box, it still leads to freaking happy. I will still be led the way to like rerouted to another dimension of absolute wonderfulness. This is excellent. I didn't expect this kind of a reading because I'm like, I think I do better within like, I don't know, we'll see. So that's crazy. But these are way abundant cards. Absolutely. Oh, dude, to have a trio, a trifecta of major arcana, like these are abundant. In fact, in the Wheel of Fortune, what's embedded in there, what's implied, it's not just the Fool card, nor just the High Priestess / Empress, but also the freaking Ten of Cups right here. And the fact that there's leading points to there is there's like arrows leading to like another route. Three of Pentacles right there. That's a jobby job. Those are opportunities. Those are partnerships. Like, dude, it's crazy. And there's, I don't even know what, there's so much wonderful symbology in here. Like, you know, at any time, you can go ahead and drop those coins, whatever it is that you're doing here, on this, like, oh, what's going on in this thing? And you can follow the route to adventurous abundance for sure. There's transformational beauty, which is the a butterfly here. Now something, okay, now this is, I feel like this is more so the Empress that has turned into the High Priestess. So her kids are grown, those that she has raised have been raised up, and they're, and so like they're doing fine for themselves. They're also carrying on with the same kind of demeanor. Now the same practices, if not better, more perfected than like what I carried out. So anyway, I'm stepping down from that wheel, and how I kind of feel this is more of like not just like Empress / High Priestess is because like what we just talked about right now, and look at that black void coming from her like mind's eye, if not crown chakra. So this is like a whole new wave of opportunity here for her. What were you gonna say about that? Oh, and it's also, because what led me to that was looking at her cape and then like the turban thing. In the Book of Shadows Tarot, as below version, there is the Hermit card, where it's more of like taking care of yourself, like the spa treatment. It's self-care, dark night of the soul, spa style. Okay, and and it's enjoying that like quarantine version, rather than feeling like lonely and departed and ostracized in its most like Five of Pentacles like version, like, oh. So when you feel the feels, it can still be good. And anyway, that's what it looked like to me. So with that like hermit mode of like doing the dark night of the soul, like seeing like the silver lining in its like the dawn of a new day, like these are sunset colors in her cape, so it means that she mastered it. And anyway, holy god, this is a lot. Anyway, there's a translucent banner right beside her as well, which is there's messages like, it's almost like what do you call it, the Akashic records, and knowing what other people don't know, but have also been exposed to. So they're like, it's not reading between the lines, it's noticing that there are pages there that are not visible. It's like the secret, oh my gosh, this is you know, like in video games, how there's like secret like winnings or whatever, like a secret passageway to like get to a certain treasure or whatever, and only some people know. There's just like only a few people know, unless it's publicized. And even as I continue to say these things, it's a reality for me, but it's not quite like opening, how do I say it? It doesn't quite make it accessible to others just by divulging it. It's merely stating that it exists and that I have access to it. But like, dude, it's like making a list, checking it twice, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, it's absolute clarity. That's cool. They said I can take those pages. I'm the keeper. Yeah, that's strange. Okay, anyway, Dark Night of the Soul. Okay, High Priestess Void for action thing going on over there. Okay, so anyway, gosh, there's so much to say. But these are two highly abundant cards, and there's a transitioning point, knowing that there's a butterfly right there, right in front of her. These exist both in reversal and in upright within my own like realm of accountability. Like I just know how to work it, whether it's like whatever rotation there is. As it, oh my god, that's so freaking crazy. You see rotation, it says right there. I can work it in any kind of rotation. That's funny. Okay. Highly abundant. So like, yes, it is part of my destiny to work within this realm, and like associations, because it's not just that this association that exists, this particular organization, but that, like I said, sentience is you know, like when you have like copycat energy and they're like, oh, they admire you or whatever, and it's like, you know what, let's go ahead and break off and do our own thing, because I hate being part of like a number, like being part of the numbers game in a large organization. Let's just kind of emulate that and then just break off a piece and like just like kind of like in honor of, or you know, that's kind of like the most ethical version when they give like gratitude. Like it's obvious that they're not trying to copy, they're just emulating in like in appreciation. Okay. So that's why did we even say that part? Copycat energy. Oh yeah, okay, sentience, thank you. Sentience, shit. Oh, okay, organization. So it's not just this organization, but like others that are very much like that. It is part of my destiny to work with them to, it's kind of like the antichrist of those associations. Like I bring that realm of adventure and abundance within those organizations. It's the element of surprise, like something that you haven't seen before, and it's not just like, oh, the shock value. No, it's not. That's not what it's about. That's just like a thing, a part of it. Yeah. But I'm the one for it. Because the Empress is the emulation of all four queens. And the fact that I can have that duality within High Priestess mode as well as the Hermit, and like it facing, coming out of not just the Dark Night of the Soul, but also the Hangman version. There's a lot of maneuverability here. Therefore, Judgment is my friend. Karma is. All of the sentience surrounding its mobilities and methods. That's wonderful. I like it. Okay. Where's the rest of the cards? Oh, back there. All right. So, okay, now that we've checked it out, like who they are and like where my placement in it is, what is it that they think of me? This is the most popular head count that I have ever received. It's funny. All right. Okay. So what's opened up to it? The Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay. But what opened up to it was King of Swords in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, Ten of Swords in reverse. Holy smokes. We have a lot of intellectuals here. Occultists. Occultists unite. Okay, anyway, Five of Pentacles in reverse, Stimulation, which is the Ace of Wands, Three of Swords, Six of Pentacles. That's a lot of mental energy here. What? Okay, so what do they think of me? They think I'm mental. Like mental, not in like, oh, you know, like crazy house. They're saying mental like, that's a lot. That's funny. But they know that I'm no bullshit. They know. But they know that, like, I know, oh, that's weird. They know that I know how to duplicate myself, like be kind of omnipresent within my energy. So it's like sleight of hand, illusion. You see, like, I appear to be one way, but you only see a part of it. But then I'm right over here. How does that even work? Because, you know, it's like when you're like, that's funny. When you're like stand like right in front of a mirror, like on the edge of it. And I remember like being a kid, and this is like one of the illusions. So you're standing upright, like, and on the outskirts of where the mirror is, you like wave your arms and your legs, so you're like kind of midair, it looks like, because of that illusion. I know it's goofy, but it's kind of like that. Why did we even say? Oh yeah, so it's kind of like being like split, kind of like that. What is this? Ambivalence. I don't really know what that word is. Is it undisciplined? I don't remember. Anyway, like mischievous? I don't remember. Oh, look, we got the Dark Night of the Soul, like back turned, almost like Blair Witch style. You see? It's crazy. So it's like, I'm here. No, I'm here. No, I'm here. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, I think I have a watcher, like a, you know, like that's, you know, like a masked. I don't know. Anyway, that's in reversal. Seven. Yeah, so no bullshit. They know that. Okay, so what opened up to it? King of Swords in reverse. That's major mental energy. Somebody who knows how to navigate, like, this is extreme telepathy where, like, they can send you messages that are just, like, pinpoint, on point, like, for that exact moment. It's like you're wearing, I don't know, red striped shoes that day, and then the song comes on, and it's like, I love your red striped shoes. It's it's like the craziest thing, and you're like, fuck this, I'm getting too many messages. Then you walk into, I don't know, a store, like it could be a CVS or whatever, and it's like, and you got like I don't know, you wore your grandmother's like brooch or whatever, and you're like, I love that old school style, and you know, like they're anywhere you walk, like this person knows how to send the telepathic messages to reach, to like kind of amplify your abilities in receptivity. So I am able to amplify like the clair of whatever it is the potency within that person. So that's crazy. Oh, so that's what they think of me. And that's major pull. Cheetah, even. Oh, and they're saying, like, I have the cheat codes, like the cheetah. She's a cheetah. Yeah. But that's my, what do you, oh, like, there's a cock here. It's a rooster. But I am, what do you call it? The, what do I call it? Chinese zodiac. I am the cock. But it's like, that rooster is holding the key. And before I even, like, zeroed in on what, like, I thought it was, like, kind of like the Gong Show. Or it's like the rooster can, like, call the shots, basically. Who goes, who stays. But that's ever emphasizing that because the key is in his mouth. It's not just, like, a little, like, stick that, like, gong. That's a key. Cheat codes. Oh my gosh. And this further emphasizes, draws back to the Aeon card, the Judgment card, because look, oh, yeah, it got inverted on the Book of Shadows Tarot. That's crazy. The booklet of it. Laying over the freaking box, which is open like a freaking coffin. It's like a bridge. Do you know what that means? I'm going to show you. Okay, anyway, boomerang, what we were just talking about. So just the fact that it was personalized on my inbox, which is like a coffin with a bridge of the Book of the Shadows Tarot. That's crazy. You know what I have in front of me? The Book of Shadows Tarot. Oh, because shit. As above. So let's go ahead and pull one from there because I feel like I'm supposed to. Elemental of Air. Are you freaking kidding me? That's insane. I know. I have all the cards. It's like Gambit. It's crazy. That's crazy cool. You just follow the signs, Gina. That's crazy. I need to start working with my pendulum more because there's a pendulum there. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. 6 cards. 6 cards. What would that's swords in, right? So 6 of swords. Oh, I bring peace. Pure love essence. How are you? Good to see you. But that's crazy. So I want to show you. Okay, there's just so much. There's so much. But I'll show you here. Can I lift it up? It fell on that, just like that. Freaking crazy, huh? No bullshit. No bullshit. Where is that again? No bullshit. Anyway, so we got that. Okay. Then I got what they think of me. Okay. Okay, that's universal. Okay. Major pull. Cheetah energy. But boomerang style, like karma. Oh yeah. You're gonna get what's coming to you. Propulsion and purification. Oh yeah. So there's a clearing before creation. So 10 of Swords in reverse, destitution. Yeah, we're not living that life anymore. This is after the clearing, because the world has set its claws into me. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. What are you doing here? No, it's okay. It's okay. It's better than okay. Like the reading has become like so. I think wow. Anyway, 10 of Swords in reversal. I'm moving out of that. You know, now that I'm equipped with the knowledge of like how the world sinks its like claws and teeth into you, there is no more of that. Like I have become adept within my memory of experience to understand the mental scapes of those experiences. So this is all a learning process. They understand this. It's kind of necessary. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Like it's no more as far as the adversity. So there is a certain alignment achieved in this. And there we go. Ace of Wands. There's a realm of creativity. So in dealing with this kind of like dictatorship energy, but then also knowing how to work the other end of that spectrum is mastery. It is supreme mastery in working outside of the box of whatever cards were dealt. And it's further accentuated within the Book of Shadows Tarot as above version within that call out. hitting like the butterfly, then like the death, like with the box, the recipient inbox, the coffin, and the bridge over it, and it's just like it says like quite a bit about transformation, alchemy, and being able to bridge gaps, which is like creative solutions. So we got the Three of Swords here, which is desolation still, and compensation, Six of Pentacles. That's wonderful. So the Three of Swords here isn't, I think it's the reality that, I don't know, like for this one though, desolation, I don't know. I think there's vultures around this person. I think, oh, thank you. I think there's a realm of sacrifice here, but it's being held like within Source's hands, like the most ultimate supreme source. It's being held like kind of like Mama Bear, being also told like pinpointed to us. You see? To me anyway, being told, you see, like abstract, like, okay, this is the Fool card, but they're feeling desolate, like kind of alone. There's vultures like left for dead, kind of, because of ultimate disappointment. Like no one has yet to meet the standards of like just common decency when it comes to like approaching me on an intimate, like, just I'm seeing work here. It has to do with work, like common decency. It always has to do with alchemy, which is fine. If that's part of the contract, then like so be it, it's fine. But like it's the ultimate source. You see, like those are the hands, and then do you see they're speaking into like pinpointing within the, it's kind of pointed to the solar plexus chakra, midpoint between that and the sacral chakra. So that's what it's saying there. So, oh, this is very protective, because even in the Three of Swords, this is set up for success, whereas where it looks illusion-wise, like the aesthetic value of what people looking in are, they're like, oh, well, they're just down in the dumps, and like that could be like a means for a pity party. Not everyone is saying that, but like the biggest haters are. So, but what this is saying here, luckily, wonderfully, is that like Gaia, the, supreme ultimate force, God, spirit, whatever, Godhead, is speaking straight into me, like, just so that I know for sure, 100% sure, because I got the Ace of Wands also, the sacral chakra, and between that and my solar plexus chakra, that I know, like within my purest form identity, that I am well protected. This is like the Ace of Swords right there, which is like Archangel Michael, right? And the Two of Swords down beneath, and it's supporting this. This is like the supporting value in here. That this is, what do you call it? Like this is blocked off, so I will never fall. This is a safety net. Like I will never fall. And experiencing the Three of Swords, that's what this kind of like organization and its kin energy, that's what they realize about me. That's what they think about me. And so Six of Pentacles, like when you recognize this and you recognize like a hybrid kinship, there's a certain realm of respect that's received like that. You haven't seen it done like that before. So it's inevitable reciprocation. Like, I see you. I should match. But it's compensation. This is wonderful. This is not just like I should, but I will. Yeah, both of them are holding wheat. Sustenance. Grains of wisdom. They're supporting the top pentacle. You know what? This is like a give back, a total give back. Like, because they're both like putting up, like, I'll hold that side, you hold this side, and we're going to center it or whatever. And we're going to, use each other's perspective to make sure that it's in alignment, like chakra-wise, with the Five of Pentacles, which is kind of like scarcity. Like there's something missing. Whatever it is that we're part of, like there's something missing. Oh, of course. Hey, Sam. But it's embracing that Sixth Pentacle of reciprocity with very unlike Sentience, and which becomes like an unveiling of its truth. So just like, you know how you're part of an organization and like you mostly like agree with everything. There's a few private values that are maybe that may be conceived as like personal preferences that are not as like in alignment or whatever. But for the most part, like this is the most agreeable. Like if I had to join a club in high school, okay, let's go with that one. And so it's kind of like that where it's like, there's something missing in it. I mean, like if you're creating a recipe, there's just something, maybe it just needs a certain like an extra degree of like salt or like, I don't know, whatever, paprika or whatever. And then you just amplify like a certain portion of it and it's like, oh, there you are. Or like a season that you've never known existed before. So it's kind of like that within the Sixth Pentacle. It's like, oh, there's trade here, fair trade. Anyway, there's reciprocity here. Both are elevated. They're on their own platforms. So this is shared space, but separate platforms. And this is kind of like buttoning up. Oh my gosh. When I first started sewing, I didn't know how, I didn't realize that aligning the buttons were like the biggest thing, because I remember doing a repair on one and I was like, why is that so funky? And I was like, you know, like as far as sewing it in, and I thought, even though it was like, I'm like, oh, it's already done, whatever, just leave it. Once you put it like through the buttonhole, it should align already. The buttonholes are the ones that dictate it. No, that's not 100% the case. So it was like, it was just like a little off center, off alignment, like whether it's a little bit high or a little bit this way or whatever. So it's knowing that two sides, more than one side, creates perspective in seeking that alignment, because like we both, it's a common goal, having that reciprocity, like that was definitely something that we can agree on that was missing. And so that's like the crowning achievement right there. That's excellent. So that's what they think of me. I like it. I'm flattered. Okay, so anything else that you want to say? What time is it? 57:46? What is going on? Is there anything else that you want to say before I close this? Because that's an hour is an hour, and it's already past the witching hour. It's like veering off like night-night. And my coffee is just almost thawed out. What's that? I'm just kidding. All right, so anything that you want to say? Closing thoughts. Archangel Michael. Well, that's so nice. I like that. Any closing thoughts, Archangel Michael? That's the one. Acquisition. Nine of Pentacles. This is independence. That's crazy. Acquisition. That's a... Oh, you know how sweet that is? That's adopting. That's not just adopting certain beliefs and modifications within like the terms and conditions and agreements. And that's not like blanket cover. Like maybe some of the beliefs or whatever was stated might be implemented like as a blanket statement. But there's some that are modifications exclusive to me. So that's insane. That's crazy good. You know how beautiful this is? Amplifying from the Six of Pentacles to the illumination here. What it's saying is like, it's a slow and steady process, but for sure, there's, this is not just an opportunity, but it's like remember what we talked about, the 5 of Pentacles here, and then like the 6th Pentacle here? What that has grown into are like badges, if not plaques, of showing that there's balance on from both representatives. So from that grouping as well as me. But it's showing that like that's the crowning achievement, or of where the 6 of Pentacles reciprocity led us. It's kind of revolutionary because it's a new sourcing of independence. It's having better foundations. Definitely. So balance and balance. Oh, like the moon looks like an egg. Do you see? So that's a birthing of a new way. Okay, that was the closing message. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, so what is your takeaway message here? Affiliation. What? That's crazy. Knight of Wands. It's confidence in moving forward. Like the fire is lit beneath you. Oh my gosh, we have the dragon spirit totem here. See, look, it's hidden. It's like Puff the Magic Dragon underneath there, because it's like a friendly dragon under there. And let me tell you, that paint on the V over here, like V is for vendetta, but it's also in my playlist of the Alchemist Table, there was a song that was like channeled in, which was In the Middle, I think, by DJ Snake and somebody else. Bipolar Sunshine, I think it was. Like, that's freaking crazy. Anyway, the imagery on his face, I think there's a V on it. See? That's crazy. It's like Harry Potter, except more visible, like Gorbachev style a little bit. But this is heralding a trumpet. It's new times. Definitely new times. There's a purity within the vehicle of moving forward. It's like, we don't know quite where we're going, but there's, like, we feel good about this. You see? Like, you see what that horse looks like? There's no, it's not like fear. We're, like, moving in haste. This is like, I'm gonna brave it up, and I'm gonna just see where this goes. And my master, like the person that's running this vehicle, they're amped up about this. This is like Harry Potter drinking the luck potion and like just moving forward. So I feel good about that. So it's kind of like not just nostalgic. I was wanting to say contagious almost, but they're also saying nostalgic within those feels. So that's excellent. And this is making a great leap of faith from one world to another, from one platform to another. So this is new world vision. That's crazy. That's interesting. Okay. So then what is my takeaway then? Archangel Michael, what is just exclusively my takeaway? Delight. 4 of Wands. Oh my gosh. I've told you. I create a home wherever I go. That's crazy. Where's my little wand? Where's my wand thing here? What did I do with it? Is it on my lap? Did I drop it? I don't know what I did with it. Anyway, that's insane. Delight. I am quite delighted that I did this reading and it just like followed through accordingly. That is insane. I was feeling really down in the dumps. Seriously, I was feeling like, I'm like, wait a minute. This is part of her plan. This is exactly what she wanted. I'm like, no, I'm a good alchemist. I'm a badass, bad mama jamma alchemist. And I'm going to do what I do best. And let's see where this thing goes. And it just took off. It didn't just go. It took off. Anyway, this is dancing. It's dancey dance time. Oh, and you know that white horse? It is now a freaking unicorn. Is it? Mm-hmm. That's madness. That's insane. This is wealth. Like they're holding grapes too. They're like, we're gonna dance. We're gonna dance the night away. And so like we're gonna get hungry. So I'm gonna hold on to these grapes. It's weird. Oh my gosh. Okay. Right now I'm building roots because it fell like on my left side. And it's twisted in reversal. So that's building roots. I like it. I like it. It's so good. Top of the deck is Four of Pentacles in reverse, authority. So, okay, so we have master number 44 here. I forget what that's about, but we can venture that into that later. Authority. So it's taking accountability, it's taking ownership. But with this whole process, knowing that there's like two worlds that have a massive history with an even more massive future. Like it's not having a lack of accountability. It's more like, you know what, I'm not going to micromanage this. Like, I know that I have my inputs, I have my intentions, and I trust that the other side is bringing in the same energy there. I mean, like, why would you want to opt out of something that is obviously beneficial, that is prophesized to be absolutely beneficial? So it's like it's understanding the reality at very like on a very integral level, integral level. And they're saying integral, like trickle, like it trickles from the top. So if you are a leader working with other leaders, you just know that you're positioned as automatic like role models, and to keep mind like the state of mind in that. So anyway, integral, the base level of it, like you only control so much, you know what I mean? And that's the way, that's it's programmed like that, for the greatest good. So that's factual. I forget what the master number 44 is, but that's okay. And Hermit in reverse, exaltation. Okay. I mean, this is good. It's coming out of the cave. It's moving out of the darkness of that isolation. It's increasing the aperture of what our surroundings are. So it's kind of like widening that portal of satiability and appreciation for what's out there, like for what it is. Because but the thing is that when you're in a cave, your pupils dilate, I would say, to adjust to like gaining a greater sense of like forms within very low light settings. So when you step out from the cave, I would think that the aperture of your lens would like decrease because of like it just being so stark. But I think this is kind of, with the butterfly energy, it's kind of moving, it's surpassing that. It's not skipping over it. It's just like, that's part of the phase, but we're just giving like snapshots, snippets, etc. So the end goal is increasing the aperture, like widening the lens of like what we see as like desirable, favorable, beneficial, once we've acclimated to this like very clear outlook, like sunny outlook. So yeah. So and not taking, what is it, not taking it for granted. That's what it is. That's what it is. And so it is. That's wonderful. I love it. That's fantastic. But now that we've had this powwow here, thank you for all donations provided in light and love. I certainly appreciate it. And magnify it, amplify it accordingly. But now that this reading is officially over, upon closing these portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of rollout, enlightened love. I close the portals in this reading.